Oh, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you so much. Oh, I don't even have a laptop no more. I miss it, but hey. Oh, okay. Oh no, I just woke up. I dozed off for about an hour. I just woke up. No, I'm good. Girl, and if I ever get on here that down, you need to say, girl, you need to go ahead and figure that out and come back when you better. If you ever feel, I'd be like that. I'd be like, you know what, you right, I better get on off of here. Well, you had got some sleep early, didn't you remember? Oh, that was last night, girl. I'm probably tripping. I know, right? I know. Uh, I appreciate you being in my live early, my pre-recorded video. I seen y'all in there. You going to bed early tonight? I ain't gonna be on here all night. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep myself in a little while. I just wanted to pop in and see what was happening. Yeah, I had popped in there. I seen you in there. I was like, Brittany handling. I'm out of here. I seen uh few of y'all in there. Like I didn't even stay. It was six. Yeah, I just looked, seen you in there. Oh, okay. I had clicked on there, seen you in there, seen you had the mode on, and you was. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. But by the time I came in there, the live was almost over. Yeah, I saw her in there. I don't remember who else. I know it was you, her, and I don't know who else was in there. Like I said, it was almost over, and I just popped in there for a spell and left out. Oh, okay. But yeah, I saw you and her for sure. I appreciate it. So when I do my pre-recordeds, those will be your lives to handle on my channel as a mod. So make sure you have your notification bells on so you can run those lives. Man, you got a busy job, don't you? Being a mod, you got a busy job being a mod. Well, I'm happy to hear you talking about the game already. Let's get it. You had me order this magnifying glass. And we ain't even started using it yet. Well, I've been using it. Ooh. Please. Well, I do. I know I do. I can't speak for them, but I know I do. I sure do, child. It was so bored. I don't know what this thing talking about sleep mode. I don't know. Like I don't know why why that alarm be doing that on my phone. Why you say you gotta find it now? You when you trying to do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I've been waiting. Oh, okay. I'll be available. You know my schedule is always flexible. I mean, well, let's just keep it 100 at all times. Not so late. Oh well, they lost. You gonna be laughing at me the whole time because I'll be like, hold on, girl, let me get this magnifying glass and turn this darn light on. It don't go so darn fast. Girl, I had got the. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the phone be faster. Man, I wish I had my laptop. Cause the words and everything could be bigger. Or not necessarily big, it just would have been a bigger screen. Like I could put it on my TV, but I had to stand up with the magnifying glass to find the word. I had to stand up the whole time. Well, like I said, whenever you ready. Remember you said you was gonna do it kinda in the early time. Early part of the day, not in the morning. I guess in the mid evening, something like that. You said I can't remember, but I know you didn't say it wasn't gonna be late. So normally, by the time I get done with my live in the morning and my walking and the upload or whatever, I'll be free the rest of the day if I ain't gotta go out. Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't have to do anything with next week. I mean, not next week. What did you say, girl? I'm up here rubbing my eyes trying to read what you say. I need my magnifying glass. I don't even have my glasses on. I know, right? Them kids don't want to be shut locked down for that. So you want to be the best time you do it. Then you'll be able to do it. Like what time of the day? After the school hours, right? Oh, okay. That's good. They don't take naps. Cause if they take naps, then they'll be up all darn night. Some people, some kids though, they take naps and they can go back to sleep. Excuse me, majority of the time, certain kids you get them to lay down about after lunch or whatever and wake back up. Girl, them kids be up all night, especially if you give them sugary snacks. Oh Lord, child. Something awful done happened now. You know you can't let them babies take all. If you let them take naps, well, you just feel like they really need a nap, then that's different. But on the regular, if you would ask me, I would say no to the naps. I think people do that because they kids be on 10, 12, 100, and they want you to go ahead on like Claire. It gonna take you a nap because you irritating this last nerve I got hanging from my brains. So now you take a nap. Right. Like I said, but sometimes I think that's why they have children take a nap. Because they be working hanging from that last cell on their brain. Kids do that. They kids. That's what they do. But to me, yeah, but to me, it takes away your me time or you and your honey time at night because then they wired, especially if they get sugary sweets and bonbons and sweet juices, Hawaiian punch and flaming hots, and the kind of sugary candies and snacks that they like. That keeps them wired. And not even that, the nap part keeps them up at night because they already well rested and they body like, let's go. It's like a racing game after that. Right. You better hope they go back to sleep. You try to spend time with your honey girl, you're gonna find yourself not doing that. Not without the children being around. That's very important is to make time for yourself and your relationship. That's very important. Even with having children, I learned that. You have to make time for yourself and your relationship. For one, you'll be wore out just for yourself. For the relationship, you'll be finding yourself like, oh, I can't take time for me because I gotta have time for the relationship. Then I gotta take care of the children as well. No, they need to be in the bed, not running around wired. That's what I'm saying. But I know you be tired, but still, you got to make time. You got to figure out, you know. But that's all I was saying was about the naps to me. Like I said, I know they used to do that in school. You know, let the kids take a nap, but they in one of them daycares places, they get the kids to take a nap because they want all of them to be quiet for about 2 or 3 hours. And guess what? Soon as they parents come get them, they wide awake. And they up for a while. They ready to run around like clowns and have a ball and ask for sugary snacks and holler and scream when they can't get them. But when you do them daycares, I know for a fact they make you take naps. Like the children. But then again, it depends because you know some of them children that go to daycare, girl, they be having them up at 5 and 6 in the morning, having them babies up. Get on up, get dressed. Let me drop your little tail on off. I know, I could tell. But for those kids, they have to get up at 4, 5 in the morning, girl, to get dropped off at the daycare. You know, some parents don't have a choice. They got to get them coins to pay them bills. So they got to get them kids dropped off at the center by 6 or 5:30 because they got to be at work at 7. And if they want any time to step, they sell. You got to stop at Starbucks and get you a caramel macchiato or a hot steaming coffee to keep you awake to make it to the daycare. And the kids drowsy, they crying and hollering and screaming because you getting them up at 4, 5 in the morning. Because you taking them with you to go get you a coffee before you drop them off because you need it to make it. Some kids, some people do that. They don't have no choice. I don't trust the daycares and stuff like that neither, but some parents do not have a choice, honey. They have to have someone watch their children to make the money. Yeah, they wake up the parents. But see, that's why I say, far as that part go, that's probably why they make the kids take a nap too. You know, at the daycare, like after lunch or after recess or playtime, they make them take a nap for a couple hours because they be already cranky when they come in there because they get woken up out their sleep between 4 and 6 in the morning. Yeah, that I know. I used to work at a daycare before I had children back in my hometown. I was still in school working at a daycare. I worked there part time a couple days a week. So I know they drop them off early, honey. Matter of fact, I'm starting to think that was my first job. I can't remember. Now, let me not lie, but I know I worked at a daycare, but I didn't stay there very long. But I did work at a daycare for a little while. And they dropped them kids off early in the morning. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's part of it, you know. We do that as mothers. We get up. All they got to do is make a sound, and I be up. When mine was younger. One sound, and I'm up for the day, like, oh, yeah. I watch a lot of other content creators, I'm not mentioning names, but they be talking about they got to get a baby some medicine so they can go to sleep. Cause without it, they can't go to sleep. Quit letting them take naps and giving them all that darn sugar. I'm telling you. I'm glad you don't, but a lot of them other ones do. They be like, let me give him this. I ain't gonna get the name of the medicine, but let me give him this medicine, or let me give her this medicine because she need to go ahead and lay on down because I need to go ahead and get into this. Hey, James Money, what's up? Happy Monday night. What's goody goody? How are you, James Money 615 in the house? Right. But that's what I'm saying. If they get naps and sugar all day, girl, they gonna be wired. But also, they gotta have it. If you put them on a routine, not saying you don't, but I'm just speaking on the subject, just in general, not you, because I don't know how you do your children. I'm not questioning your parenting or nobody else parenting. That I'm never doing. But I'm just speaking. If you put speaking in general, if you put your children on a schedule majority of the time, it'll happen all the time. But sometimes you'll have them kids, honey, I don't care what you do. They be kicking it with you at 2, 3 in the morning, like, what's good? What we finna eat? What we finna watch? Let me play on my tablet or your phone. They be kicking it with you like your best friend at 2, 3 in the morning. Literally. That's why I said you gonna find them kicking it with you all hours of the night. You ain't gonna have to worry about being alone. They gonna be your kicking it buddy. Shit. Yeah. Don't worry, mom. I got you. We'll go to the store with you. We'll go to the Dollar Tree with you. You ain't got to worry about having no friends. You go have your kids with you all the time. Oh, okay. And you know what? It really don't even matter. Some kids just be wired up. You know that? It don't matter if you don't give them a lot of sweets and stuff. They just be wired. Girl, they be ready to go at any time. They don't have to have nothing. Some right. That's probably why they don't care. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with giving them snacks. But I ain't gonna lie. My kids' dad gave my kids too many snacks. Too many snacks, girl. He fed them like they was the king and queen of of the building. For real. Cause he was the babysitter while I went to work. He watched the kids. So I didn't have him in daycare and had other people watching my children. He watched the kids while I went and made the money. So yeah, he watched the kids up until the time we separated and I moved here. Well, he did. He get up and take them to school, make sure they was dressed and everything. Went and picked them up from school, all that. And then once I came home, that was his time. So he went and did whatever he did when I got off work. That's how we made it work for us. Well, it was only a few years because after that I left. But, yeah, I say about a good 2 or 3 years once they started school. Because my kids are like back to back. One was in kindergarten, one was in first grade. So I know both of them had graduated. I'll never forget that. And then a year after that or two, I had left and moved here. So he did it for a few years, 2 or 3 years. Took care of him while I went to make the money and stuff. I mean, it worked for my family like that. It was pretty cool. I really didn't trust other people with my children anyway. And I never thought about putting them in a daycare, but if I had to, I would. But I'm glad that I didn't. It was kind of sad because I had got sick with my illness, and it started to mess with me, and I had to stop working. So I was at home with them all the time. But not even 2 years. I think it was like a year after I started getting sick. Not even 2 years after I was getting sick, I had stopped working. Then I had moved here. So I was able to raise them from grammar school here and high school and a little college here for both of them. So all by myself. I done a good job as far as making them very independent and made sure they was well educated. And they smarter than me, the smart folks. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, about 11 to 12 years now. About 11 to 12 years. Yep. I'm good. I ain't had no problem because my kids was quiet like me. I'm telling you. People, let me tell you, when I used to try to date other people without getting into too much detail, I used to have my little ride abis. They'll be like, you can't even tell you got born and raised Chicago, Illinois, honey. Chicago bred me and my children. Born and raised until they moved here. Yeah. But when I used to have company, and they used to come over there, be like, you can't even tell you got kids. I'm like, why? Why you say that? They was like, because you don't see them running around. Your house don't even look like kids live here. I said my point exactly. My house is different from other households. My children developed my genes. You couldn't even. They were so quiet. You couldn't even tell they was here. And my cousin used to say, "Why you got those kids having their door closed? They shouldn't. They too young to be allowed to have a door closed. You know what I told her? I said, what you don't realize is, for one, my children are like me. We like our private space. For two, you got to remember we came from a 1 bedroom apartment. Before that, all three of us was in the studio. We moved from a studio apartment, no bedroom at all. All three of us, from a studio to a 1 bedroom. That's not good for children. They need space to run around. They couldn't run around because I have one boy and one girl. They couldn't run around. They ain't had no private time, honey. When I moved them here, and the only reason why I really moved here is because of my kids. I only moved here for them. And it was one of the best things I could say I ever did. Made sure they grew up in the house, because I always grew up in the house. I never grew up in an apartment. I was born and raised in the house all the way up to an adult, and I wanted that for my children. And when I had an opportunity to jump on it, I jumped on it. And it was better schools here, better health care here, better housing here. So yeah, I ran with it. And it was one of the best decisions I made in my life, was for that part, for my children. My kids, I only have two. But so when we got here, yeah, my cousin, she passed away. We grew up like sisters. She lived here, and she had told me to get on this list, this waiting list, because I wasn't on low income housing or Section 8. I never been on low income housing, and I never been on Section 8, and I didn't know nothing about it until my cousin told me 12 years ago. I never lived on that stuff, so I didn't know nothing about it. But thank you. Me and her, we grew up in the same house like sisters. Because my mother took care of her. My mother raised her with us from babies on up to adults. Anyway, thank you, but I'm gonna let that part go. But she the one told me to get on this list, and she said, "Girl, you need to get your kids out of Chicago." And she was right. Yeah, yeah. But I did my research before I came here, though, because I didn't have to come. I did my research. And the research, I found out that Minnesota is a woman and kids state, honey. That was the key word for me when I found out that, and after doing the research and stuff. And I was coming back and forth visiting her because she lived here. So I was doing my research and looking around and all that stuff before all that. Yeah. Yeah. This is a woman and kids state. Oh, okay. Minnesota is I guess it depends on what part. Don't get me wrong. Each state got its parts, its rough parts, where they say, girl, you shouldn't move there. People always doing this, and doing that. Every state you go to got that kind of stuff. So if you decide, good evening, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I don't see it. It don't show it on my end. Do you see 2 likes, Brittany? Because I don't see it. All I see is 1. I appreciate you coming in. Have I seen you before? Because the 49 seemed like it. You been in here before? 49? There you go. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, if you was in there this afternoon, I wasn't in there. I had popped in and popped out. I ain't see. I wasn't in the live. That was a pre-recorded one. If you talk about the one in the afternoon. But thank you if you came in that one. My pre-recorded lives. Oh, okay. I forget sometimes too. I ain't gonna lie. Until I be like, till I see they put it in the across the screen or at the top when they pin it. I appreciate it so much. 49. That's my age. 49. I don't have no choice but to be proud of it, right? I have no choice. Yeah, I don't have no choice. Knock it on 50. But people be killing me with that. Oh, you just age gracefully and X, Y, and Z and all this stuff. I'm like, you do it. Don't be telling me to do it. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. Let me get a drink of water. No, I ain't ashamed. It's just getting older, honey. You know why I say that? I think I say that because my mom, when my mom was alive, she used to always say, "Don't rush getting older. You want to be grown too fast. When you get grown too fast, you're going to be having your own kids, your own problems. You got to worry about feeding them, clothing them. You got to worry about taking care of them. You got to worry about everything when you get grown and start having kids." She always said, enjoy just being a child and a teenager. Quit trying to grow up so darn fast. And she never lied. Because once you start growing up and having children, time go by so fast, you turn around and look, now I'm knocking on 50. And it's like, man, time when one thing I looked, the kids was in 4th and 5th grade. Next thing I know, they in high school and graduated, little college. Now they all growing up, leaving home. That time fly. Trust me. It seems like it ain't. It takes forever, but it doesn't. And that's why I said that I don't regret it the way I did it. Well, I don't live for regrets, but I should have took some advice she said, far as not rushing to grow up. Because all I kept saying was, I want to be grown and get the heck out of this house because I don't want to listen to her. She get on my nerves. She always trying to tell me what to do, but that's what parents do. And then the older I got, the more I was like, man, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm tired of her telling me I can't do this. I ain't supposed to do this. I'm in high school now. I should be able to do this. Or I'm out of high school now, but I'm still living with my mom. I should be able to do this and say this. And girl, trust me. I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have. And that's the hearsay, but I'm just saying, if I could go back and take any advice my mom said, may she rest in peace. I would have took that advice and enjoyed being a teenager more, not rushing to grow up. You know what I mean? I would enjoy that time instead of always going around hollering year after year that I'm so darn grown. And once I got out of high school, I was still living with my mom until I got out and got my own place, which was years and years later. But all I was like, I wish I could have enjoyed a little more time just being a teenager and not rushing to grow up so fast. Oh, yeah. I didn't get mine until my 20s. I was in my 20s when I first got mine. And I didn't get pregnant until I was in my own place. So I didn't have children till after I moved out the home and never went back. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Yep, I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s when I had my first child, and I was in my 20s when I had my first place. Yep. Oh, you was in 18? Oh, wow. Yeah. Y'all was younger than me. Y'all was balling before I was. As far as having y'all own place. That's awesome. I was working and everything. I just didn't have my own place. Yeah, but still you had your own place. That's a difference. Let me see. My son, he moved out. He went to college for a year. He played football. He got hurt. He came home less than a year and he was out of here. So I think he was in his 20s. No, he 23, 22, 21. Hold on, let me see. 21, 20. Yeah, my son moved out when he was 19 too. I just thought about it. I think he was 19 and 20 when he moved out. He was younger than me too when he left. Oh, okay. You was a cow. What's a cow plant? Mhm. Oh, you worked at a cow plant? So yeah, I just thought about it. Now y'all talk about the age. My son was 19 or 20 when he first moved out, girl. He ain't been back home since he left. Yep. Fly, fly, birdie. Fly away. Go ahead, oi. Girl, my lovely neighbors over there, girl, they be killing me. Making all that noise, doing all that hollering and screaming for nothing. Like literally, they over there hollering and screaming at 10 o'clock at night. And it's almost 11. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 10:38 p.m.
Okay, almost 11 o'clock at night, and they doing all that racket. Because at first I thought I was hearing things. Before I dozed off, I was hearing something. I'm like, what am I hearing? And I should have known it was them. And then now they over there banging, making some noise, doing all that screaming and hollering. Cause at first I used to think that they was arguing and fighting, but girl, they weren't arguing, fighting. They was just talking. You would think they fighting, but they not. That's how they talk. Louder than me. Like I'm loud, but they like extremely loud. I think they from Chicago too, though. To be honest, matter of fact, they is. They from my hometown, but you could tell they didn't move from Chicago here. They moved from somewhere else. You could just how you know SIQ. I just know. I could tell. Like they say, like they lived somewhere else here before they moved next door to me because they had already had hundreds of thousands of people coming to their house, so they already knew people here. So that's why I said I kind of figured that they already lived here before they moved next door to me. You could just tell. There they go with the alarms. Like, don't get me wrong, they pretty cool. Like, it's just that I used to think that I really used to think that they were arguing and fighting, but that's how they talk. Don't get me wrong. At first, the noise used to bother me because our block is really quiet. It's a lot of people on here that own their houses. It's only a few of us that rent. I noticed I done been over here over 11 years, right? And plus I talked to certain people. I was told this information when I moved over here. So once you had the loud roars roll in, it's been noisy ever since. And it's been the last, what, 4 years, I think? 4 or 5 years they've been here. Cut wings. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cutting them wings. I was flipping burgers. I worked at Checkers, but they call it Rallies now. So y'all was flipping wings, I was flipping hamburgers and dumping fries and apple fritters and making banana shakes and having water toys sprayed in my face during the drive-through. Yeah, mine was a fast food restaurant. It was Checkers. I don't know why they call it Rallies. Our Rallies took over, but it was Checkers. With Checkers, they had Checkers. The first time I knew about Checkers was in my hometown. That's my first job. I stayed there for years. I worked like 3 different locations there. Yep. Hamburgers, fries, apple fritters, and shakes. But now they changed the menu now. They got what they got at there, chicken, chili dogs, all kind of stuff now at Rallies, don't they? I went to Rallies one time here and I didn't like it. I buy checker fries from the store, they still taste the same. But I didn't like the way the Rallies tasted here. And I'm talking, this happened years and years ago, like about 5 years ago. Yep, I had went there on a lunch date one time. It was horrible. Oh, they got a food truck? Oh man, that's a lick. Oh, you don't? Mm. I'm trying to think. Have I ever ate from one? I always wanted to try it. Like them taco trucks. I ate it from a taco truck here once. It was good. I'm telling you. But I'm talking years and years ago. Over 3 years ago when I ate from a taco truck. But it was good though. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You ever had jerk fish 49? Mm-hmm. Y'all ever had jerk fish? Yeah, the first time I ever had jerk fish is my sister made me some. It was good. I liked it. I really did like that jerk fish. I don't care for the jerk chicken though. To be honest, I don't like it. But the fish is better to me. I definitely don't like that. I ain't gonna say I don't like it. It wasn't my thing. Like if it was at a party, yeah, I ate it. I had it at a party of mine. My kid's godmother, she made it for a part my 24th. Was it my 23rd or 24th birthday? I know it was right before I started having kids. I was in my like between 20. I'm trying to see, was it my 24th or 22nd? Between 22nd and 23rd birthday, my best friend. I named my daughter after my best friend because she was there for me a lot. She made 2 pans of jerk chicken for my party I had at my mom's house when I was still living with my mom. Girl, they told that stuff. I didn't care for it. And every time we had an event at our house and she'll come, she always ask everybody, what y'all want me to bring? And the first thing they'll say is, bring that jerk chicken. I'm like, ugh. Like it wasn't nasty. I just don't care for it. That's all. Oh, okay. Yeah, but her jerk chicken, but this what I'm saying, her jerk chicken it wasn't bad. I just didn't like, I just don't like, I just don't like eating my chicken jerk. I don't like my chicken jerk. Fish, let's do it. My chicken, no. Don't jerk it. Don't you dare jerk it. Like seriously, don't mess with my chicken jerk. But I'm telling you, it was a hit at the parties, every party she went to. And when I talked to her, because she had a lot of friends that had a lot of parties and stuff. She always tried to get me to go. I wasn't a party kind of lady. I went to like, did I ever go to one of her friends' parties? I don't think I went to one of her friends' parties. I went to the club with her and her friends, but I don't think I ever went to a party with her friends. But every time when she would go to her friend's party, she would tell me, I'll be like, what you doing? Girl, I'm making this jerk chicken. I'm like, dang. Every time you get invited somewhere or you go to somebody's house, you bringing pans of jerk chicken. Girl, they loved it, y'all. They loved her jerk chicken. And she could cook too, though. Don't get me wrong. She could throw down. But that jerk chicken, they loved it. I like the way my sister cook her fish. I be trying to cook it like that, but it don't turn out that way. Like my sister can jerk some fish real good and cook her fish real good, her grits real good. Like she could cook too. I used to can cook good, y'all. I did until the passion I have for it, once my kids started getting older, they didn't want all that home cooked food and stuff all the time no more. They wanted to eat what they wanted to eat. So they said I would cook. They was like, well, I don't want that. I'm just gonna fix me a sandwich. Or I don't want that. I'm just gonna eat this. So I said, screw you then. So I just stopped cooking because I found myself cooking. I mean, even when they was in high school, that's when it started. They started growing into. They didn't want all that stuff I was cooking no more. They didn't want them big old dinners for every night no more. They wanted to eat a sandwich, or they wanted to eat a hot dog, or they wanted to fix, they was into they fixing their own food stages. So I was cook, girl. I mean, y'all, I would cook, ladies and gentlemen, and that food would get sitting there and they tell me they don't want it. I was like, I know you flying real high. I done stood over this stove and in this kitchen all day, and you gonna come in and tell me you don't want that? So after a while, trust me, it didn't take long. I would still do it. But I noticed that it started becoming a pattern that it wasn't just what I was cooking. It was like they didn't want it. They wanted to fix their own food. I'm not so my passion for cooking, I don't have that passion anymore. So then after a while, I stopped doing that and I just started cooking for holidays. And then I noticed when I cook for holidays, their appetites change. They don't want this no more. Oh, I don't want turkey no more. Oh, I just want the ham. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. I just want that. And that's it. So I said, you know what? Okay. No, I don't work anymore. Wait, let me see. I don't have I need my magnifying glasses. YouTube full time now, but I'm not getting paid from it. I'm trying to get monetized so I can get paid for it. So I'm on YouTube every day, all day, trying to get monetized. It's hard trying to get monetized on YouTube with my platform because I have a small platform. So I'm on here asking all the time for anyone to run my playlist so I can get my watch time hours. Do you just do lives or you watch videos, 49? Do you watch playlists? Home health care? I had a lot of jobs. Fast food restaurants, security jobs, home health care. Oh, okay. I used to drive too. I used to do a lot of things before I got sick. My health took a toll, did a little turn on me, so I haven't been working. I tried to go back to work not too long ago. That was a fail. So now my job is to try to get monetized on YouTube because for one, I love it. For two, you know, why not get paid for something that you love doing? My son is security guard. He actually can hire and fire people. Yep. He an armed security guard too. Hmm. Both of my kids work. Hmm. Yeah. Hello, Joanna. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Shout out to you. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're very kind. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. No, I used to. I had cat, two cats since I've been here in this state. And I got rid of both of them. I didn't know you had a dog and some fish. If you said it, girl, you know my memory now. You know I be forgetting. Brittany, put the playlist in the chat so in case they have some time. Anyone in the chat? Yeah, I had fish. Oh, hold on. I had fish too here. Girl, let me not get started on the fish I had, honey. Poor fish. I lost like 2 or 3 batches of fish. I think it was the water. You have a Rockwell. Whoa. Eh. Y'all sure do got some animals. You can have a dog here, but it had to be a small one. When you rent this place, you gotta have a small doggy. Like one of them ankle biters. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. I bet it does. I bet. My kids know more about animal names than me. Oh, that's a German. They like the German shepherds though. I hear them talking about them German shepherds. My brother, he liked the Rockwellers. I'm telling you. My brother knew how to every kind of dog he brought home, every kind of stray dog. If he seen the dog, he didn't care if it was somebody else's. I think he had just brought it home. Thank you. You guys, my playlist is in the comment section. If you're interested, no pressure. Like if you have any spare time, you could run my playlist. Watch time hours is desperately needed, you guys. I'm trying to get monetized. Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, my watch time hours is desperately needed. Like I really don't think I would like I would be satisfied whatever I can earn, you know. I'm not real picky about that. It's just trying to make it there is the hard part. Trying to get monetized is the hard part for me because I have a small platform. That's why I stress a lot that I ask a lot and appreciate it if people will run my playlists, and I post it on my community page so I would make it easy for whoever want to watch it or help, you know, me reach my goal to just click on the link and just watch my playlist, you know? Yeah, them animals is the animals though are very good protectors. They very good protectors of children's though, and they masters or they, you know, owners. That I know. I learned that from my brother because he was the dog lover. He was the pet lover. But when I was growing up, I had a cat and dog in my house, so we grew up with animals. So you know, not just the stray ones my brother brought home, but we had a dog named, let me tell you, we had a dog named Spot and a cat named Sam. I'll never forget. I grew up in the house with those two animals and they both passed away. Yep. That's how long we had them. They passed away. Yep. Spot and Sam, both with the letter S. Never forget them. So I grew up in a house with animals. The only animal I ever had as an adult was a cat twice. And then I had fish, but po fish. I think it was the water here. I didn't know how to take care of the fish right. I felt bad. I lost like 2 batches of fish, y'all. Oh my gosh. Let me not even start getting sentimental about that. Because I lost my fish. Twice, 2 batches. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, Rocky and Teddy Weddy. Sorry about your loss for your pets. Losing the pets is like losing a family member. It's horrible. I know. And I didn't lose my last cat that was here. Her name was Cappuccino. Of course, after coffee, because I'm a coffee addict. Her name was Cappuccino. I loved her so much. But my body started going through this switch and the kids started getting older. They didn't want to help me take care of it. So and then I was starting to go out of town a lot and they was, you know, doing their own things. So it just got, and then before that, I had to put her in a cat hotel. I had to put her in a cat hotel when we would go out of town for family events. And then once they start, you know, doing their own thing and my health condition started doing this thing at the time. I'm much better now, but doing this thing at the time, they stopped helping me take care of her, and I couldn't do all that bending over, cleaning the kitty litter box all the time, and then it started to get to the smell. I couldn't take it no more. So it's just a lot of things. It wasn't just one thing. It was a lot of things why I had to get rid of her. So I called the Humane Society and I came and gathered and I was like, please don't put her to sleep. Like I literally cried. Miss Beautiful. Oh. Blue Sky. Miss Beautiful and Blue Sky. Blue Sky. That's just how I talk, 49. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Johanna. Yeah. I love my. You have any animals, Johanna? I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't like saying names wrong. I'm saying Joanna. I do not like saying names wrong. That's why sometimes I'll be like, okay, probably go with the last name or the initial. Yep, most definitely great names. I love the Miss Beautiful. Must be beautiful. And also, where I live at, it's a dog state here. This is a dog state. It's too much not a cat state here, but it's definitely a dog state. I knew that before I moved here. I told you I done my research on everything. This is a dog state, honey. You better not do nothing to no dog here. You better not even yell at them. They gonna call the people on you. Seriously, they're gonna call the people on you. Oh, you pulling on that dog too hard, or you doing this too hard, and not only that, they'll take your dog from you. They'll take your animal. Seriously. And I'm talking not the people. I'm talking the community. They see your dog off a leash and they want your dog. They ain't gonna even if they know it's yours, they're not gonna give it back to you. They're gonna take it. They're gonna take your dog and pull off in the car with it. Ask me how I know. I done synced it. This one little dog was just wandering around, and you could tell he belonged to somebody. And somebody rolled past and picked him up and put him in the car. And next thing you know, you see stickers around on the pole saying dogs is missing. I said, that something awful didn't happen. They didn't took that man's dog. I'm not fond of touching other people's animals, but if I wasn't afraid of touching other people's animals, I would have took the dog and called the Humane Society and say, this is somebody dog in this neighborhood. You could tell they got a tag on it, or if they had a number on it and I wasn't afraid, I would have called them. That's why they always be putting tags and stuff on animals. But this is what I'm saying. This how you could tell this animal belonged to somebody. Because it had tag and stuff on it. And the way it was groomed, there wasn't no stray animals. You don't see no stray animals running around here, honey. I can tell you that. Not in my neighborhood, you don't. And if you do, he got out. He belonged to somebody. That I know for a fact. I've been over here long enough to know. I'm one of the OGs over here. Been over here over a decade. So yeah. Yep. Well, I'm about to get on off of here, y'all. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I'll be back live tomorrow about 5, 6, 7, 8 more times. Thank you, Mod. Thank you, silent viewers. Thank you, Johanna. Thank you, 49. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.